Hey everybody, welcome back. We're getting real close to New Year's here. Probably won't be on much tomorrow. I'll be over with the family a good bit. That depends what time I want to come over. I might actually be able to wake up early enough to start making stuff. So my most viewed video, which I think it's like 9,000 views, something like that, is on the BV238. And I take it out one day after work. I was tired. I just figured I'd play it. So it's a little bit lower rank. I mean, it's rank 2, but it's at 3.7 because I don't think they removed rank 3, did they? No. It's still rank 2. I don't know if it's still available in game or not because I was talking about the Civics and the other day, people commenting, it's not there anymore. So I actually don't know if I don't see it for Golden Eagles on my side. I don't know that it's not in store or not on Golden Eagle sale anymore. Like to me, in my mind, the only thing is like the Milan's still the only thing I can't get a hold of, and it was the Yak 38 till they brought it back. The ground vehicles, I never keep up with ground honestly. But back to the BV238. It's one of the largest, if not the largest plane in War Thunder, and it's a boat plane. And good luck landing to a rearm, because every time I tried it, I've broke my wings. What's special about it, it gets 20 250-pound bombs. And at this rank, you can drop 6 bombs per base, or possibly 4 to take them out. I normally drop 6, so you can get 3 bases and like a quarter of another. But we'll take it out. One real quick thing is its guns. So you see these little pods here? These are cannons. I think it gets a bunch. Let's see here. Well, 13. Okay, hang on. Okay, it's 13 millimeter machine guns. I don't know how big that is, but you get 4 on either wing. You get 4 on the tail. And then on the turret, you get 2 cannons. These are the 20 millimeter 151s. Yeah, okay, there's another one on the front. But those aren't the cannons, those are machine guns. And it's just like a giant light show. And you really need to mess with your convergence settings, because I leave mine at 500. Like, after so many years, you really don't bother. And once you get the jets, where you really don't have multiple wing-mounted weapons firing in like a cross pattern anymore, it's just completely out of your mind anymore. Something I like about Germany is I had a lot of nose-mounted weaponry, and of course the Russian tree did too. Britain and Japan and USA, most of theirs are wing-mounted, so you had to worry about your convergence. And back in the day, it was anywhere from 500 to 700, roughly, people would play with, and you try to dial that in. It was a whole to do. I mean, there were forums on it, and eventually I just got used to 500 because I'd pull right up behind people to shoot them. My eyesight is bad. We'll take this thing out for a spin. Tasty water. And see how it goes. You're not going to do amazing in this thing. It's more of a meme, and hey, we love our memes. So, it does 2 things well. It bombs bases very well. Was it 6? Okay, yeah, 6 bombs, 0 activation. The minimum fuel would take us an hour. Star is a long-range bomber. There's nothing much you can use. Look at armor targets on the 13s, yeah. 13 millimeters. So, when you get behind this thing, if you're not coming from the belly side, you're just going to get shredded. It's just, let's see here, we'll pop around. Look at that. Let's see a little bit better. Yeah, see that triple pattern there? Yeah, it's insane. You can barely nose up in this thing. You have to take real slow turns so you don't lose speed and altitude. And we're going to go ahead and whip. Is there another 238 up here with me? No, there's a B26B, PPJ. We'll go for the centermost base, or actually we'll go for the furthest base. We're probably going to die to an interceptor, XP50, anything that can climb, in all honesty. Let's see here, set it right there. We'll tell our team, hey, I'm going to go to the far base. Let them get it. This is old school bombing. What was the key to open up the bomb bay? I need to look at that real quick. Let's see here. Num 7, because you do have to open up your bomb bay. And see those ridges right there underneath it? That is where your bombs come out. And you need to open them about 10 seconds before you get there. It takes just a little while. You want to be on a slow climb, because you will be losing chunk of speed. There's somebody else right next to me. Okay. 2 speed, XP50s. Oh, we got the Americans on our team. We don't have to worry about anything. Turn off our holiday special there. Good old 109s. I spent years flying 109s. I mean, that was one of my favorites. Next to the Japanese Zeros, all of them wonderful aircraft. Let's see how far are we away. Gotta use old school bomb sight. And generally, I got this thing after it'd been out a while. This is more one of those like, hey, it's on sale for like 600 Golden Eagles. I got that laying around. I'll pick it up. Oops, somebody found the AAA chains. Not AAA, but there's a. I see on the bottom right there. There's a group of armored cars in AAA that run together. Go ahead and open up our bomb bay. Oh, it's the wings. My bad, y'all. I thought it was the ridges right there, but it's under the wings. Could have swore it was there. That PBJ may hit my base. And that's alright if he does. Problem is, this thing turns like a boat. So, we're not going to finish off the base because the P-61's probably got bombs. I see nobody went for the center one. And generally how it used to be, there was 4 bases laid out, and you would come in from the right side and just hit all 4 of them. Let's see here. Who is climbing up me? We're going to let the F4U go ahead and hit that base. It kind of stinks. I'd marked it, and my own squad mate, who just random, decided to hit it. Now we have a 5-minute timer, which, honestly, just gives us more time to talk about the plane. It's huge, but it cannot take a hit. It's nerfed a little bit. If you hit the tips of the wings or anywhere in the tail right here, this thing goes straight down. Looks like we don't have to whip anymore. Let's get a Mosquito up here, B-25. We can honestly just fly around the whole match if we want to. So I guess in lower tiers it's going to let me go ahead and hit the enemy base. Oh, one of their main points. There's a Zero up here with me. He might get frisky and come this way. But yeah, I don't understand why that video is the most viewed out of all my videos. And it wasn't really at a time where this thing was popular either, so. And you can definitely tell it feels like a boat. This is minimum fuel with 111 minutes. But you can't sky climb in it, so there's that. Just gonna keep on weapon. We're gonna go drop all 20 of our bombs over there. I don't think we can take it out. Back in the day, you used to be able to bomb airfields. Yep, you used to be able to actually kill the airfields. It was fun. That was one of my goals. I played B-17 strictly for that. Wow, there's an LA-7. That's going to be an earlier one. I can go up to 4.7, 5.7. You can see down. So you can see some higher tier stuff. Our team is losing just wonderfully, and our squad mate here decided to go straight for the first base and skip the second base and hit the third base, forcing me to go over here. So thank you, butthole. Well, I'll just go ahead and leave it that way. I'll be a little toxic today. Yeah, they knew exactly what they were doing, so. As you can see, our team is getting swamped. We're probably going to go ahead and make it over here to drop these bombs. I don't know how many points we're going to get, SL, anything like that, but hey, I haven't actually bombed an airfield in a long time. Now we should be more than high enough to not have to worry about AAA. I think 6 kilometers for high tier to get away from the missiles. Because I think they use Roland, Strellas, something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. We are still out of range for it. We're just going to keep on chugging over there. We'll be somewhat lighter without these bombs, but really it's the fuel amount that is holding us back. Okay, let's go ahead and open up these. But yeah, this is kind of a relaxing experience. I mean, it's fun. Once you start getting to the higher tier bombers at 5.0, you get these interceptors that are really fast and will just catch right up to you, knock you out before you ever get to your bomb location. Good times. That's why I run the TA on the German side, just on people. They're trying to bomb. Was it the TA-151? I can't remember. Great energy fighter. We'll just start dropping our bombs now. That's everything. Look at that, we're a little bit lighter. Bomb bays close. Eventually somebody's gonna come hunt us down, but yay, look at all those bombs. This is kind of fun if you can actually get it out in ground battle. It costs an absurd amount of points. And you just kind of carpet bomb something and then try to go back and land. Now, if this was back after like year 3 War Thunder had been out, gunners, yeah, I took out, we'll say 60% of the base, maybe a little bit less. Really didn't get a whole lot for that, so. This is probably made for something like 10,000 pounds worth of bombs, and we basically carry like 5,000 roughly. Cut them off the 250, somewhere in that area. It's got combat flaps too. They will rip over 400. I think 455 is the lowest or the highest you can go in this thing. Yeah, it's kind of lame to hit our base. But we'll fly back over here. With the whole enemy team, that's what, 2, 4, 6, 7 people. Yeah, somebody's gonna kill us. But okay, back in the day. So about 3 years after War Thunder had been out, there was changes to gunner crews, your defensive gunners. And if they were maxed out, they would snipe you if you came anywhere near 1 kilometer of your plane. And I played, what was it, the Japanese bomber? It's like rank 2. It's the H8K, something like that. I got the white skin on it, and back then it used to be like you had to play an absurd amount to get that skin, and I did. Come in from offshore, had my 2 little weeks off, and once I was done raiding in World of Warcraft, I'd play that. Us Yak 3, he can kill us relatively easily. He's got some nose-mounted cannons. We're not going to live through this. We're just trying to get him pointed at our tail. Because once he's pointed at our tail, then we can lay into him. We need him to get about 1.5. And I cannot aim gunners anymore for the life of me, because you have to aim a good bit in front. He's trying to go belly up, which is what you're supposed to do when you're fighting him. See, I've got that crisscross pattern. He's not quite within 500. Maybe he's going to try to pull up now. Yep. I'm no good at aiming these things. But I can scare him. These things take a little while to... Oh, there's a critical hit. They do take a little while to reload. So, I have no clue what I criticaled. Hopefully something in his engine. He is losing altitude. No, there you go. There's the climb. We're going to let him get a little bit closer. Just kind of spray the area. See, my 500 convergence is not really helping me. But it's a Yak 3. He's climbing a little bit higher. About 3,000 meters is about what he can do. And we've just got a ton of fuel, so we're not too worried about that. J9. Swedish. J26 is back there. Where'd the Yak go? I know he's around here somewhere. I'm trying to go ahead and just get rid of all this extra ammunition. That way they'll reload and we don't have to worry about it. Because once they reload, it takes a little while. Even with the max out gunner crew. And I think this is actually aced out, possibly? Yeah, he's trying to get close. And it's a bit boring gameplay, but hey, this is early bombers. Which you're going against one of the most deadly, as far as the gunners go. Yeah, you gotta take a little bit of time to get to it. And prop planes have plenty of fuel to chase you around. Even just taking 20 minutes, you'll be alright. Looks like he's going to try to get underneath us. We're going to turn, make this a little more difficult for him. And there goes our tail gunner. And we got a hit. Sparkling. Looks like we took out some landing gear. Something on his wingtip there. Let's go keep ourselves from going nose up. And normal AI is kind of crap. Looks like that was a Yak attacked us. But hey, we're still flying. We do have a fire. And that's either going to make us explode or we'll, you know, break a wing off. I'm just derping. I'm gonna make it work for this win. The wing broke, so, but yeah. I still don't understand why that video was the most viewed. Oh no. It's an alright thing. But tail gunners are nerfed to the ground and back. I'll actually hop over my Japanese tree and show you. A little H8K. Let's see here, Japan. I used to love their bombers. The G8N was always nasty. The G5N, which I spent a ton of time in. The G8N used to be called the Death Star, all the cannons on it. Let's see here. It was the H6K. I think this is it. Is it the one? They'll have the white camo on it. Yep, that's it. I spent weeks in this thing, literally. Because back in the day, it was... You had laser snipers, and this was at a... like, an amazingly low rank. Let's see, the crew's aced on it. Yeah. So people would fly near you, and this tail gunner and these side gunners would just annihilate everything around you. And you gotta remember, we didn't have all the planes we have today. So there was a very limited selection. The armor models were all over the place. Gun damage all over the place. A machine gun would either make something explode or do nothing at all. A cannon, 9 out of 10 times for the Japanese and the Germans, did nothing at all. And then every now and then it would just make something explode when you hit the tip of the wing. It was fun. But I remember grinding for the skin, and now they changed it to... I think you needed... Let's see here. Yeah, let's see here. They changed all the camouflage stuff. So, I don't know. I get the pre-war camouflage. But yeah, this thing was amazing back in the day. But yeah, remember, War Thunder was still in a very early stage. I mean, they're still changing things now. I remember the only reason I even grinded for the F8F, which was a lot lower BR back in the day, is it was insane. It was a 0 that had the speed of a 109, the armor of the American aircraft, and it had 50 cows, which worked like cannons back then. I mean, it was stupid. And I used to play B-17s. Because bombers were good back then. Nowadays, it's kind of meh. Let's see here. Dorados were always fun. I remember the controversy when this came out because it could turn like no other. It was a lot lower than 7.0, but BR's changed since then. All the ILM-E262s I spent ungodly amounts of time, and they were not as good as they are today. Like, you could not turn in these things. And then, the CL-13, this one right here, it came out. And it was broken. I mean, it was very broken. It began with, it didn't tear its wings, and went extremely fast. 50 cows at the time were the weapon to use. And they would just, you'd tap on your mouse and stuff would explode. And before all this, we had our 163s. Where are we at? Where'd they stick them? There we go. So, your 163, you had an air start. You had, I think, 6 minutes of fuel, 4 minutes of fuel, right around that area. But before the enemy could be off the ground, the 163s would be at the enemy airfield killing them. Because AAA was crap back then if you were moving over. I think it was like 300. It was just a wonderful time to play. Terrible time to be playing against it. But the early jets, that gameplay was either horrible or great. I'll hop back over to Japan real quick and show you a little something. The R2Y2s. They were supposed to be 262s that acted nothing like a 262. They were just insanely maneuverable. Their guns were a lot better, it seemed like. It was just insane. So Japan had a win here. But then, you get stomped way before this. This area right here, besides your zeros, you weren't doing anything. And one of the most broken zeros in game, let's see where'd they stick it. The A6M5 Co came with the, I think it was Pacific campaign pack, one of the campaign packs. It is now 5.0. I think it used to be 4.0 at one time. But as far as prop planes go, I've probably had my most aces in it. Because it does turn on a dime. That 16-second turn time, that's not true. You can get that a lot lower with a little bit of speed. You can dive quite well. You just don't go fast in a straight line. You do climb pretty well for a little while. But this is just me ranting on. This is just for kicks and giggles. This is kind of like a more armored Zero that's supposed to turn better and go faster. It does the opposite. But, yeah, there's that. Just want to go back and revisit and still wonder why the 238 is my most viewed video. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm just derping around. I might upload some other videos. Like I said, if you see me playing something that's no longer in the store or no longer in for Golden Eagles, I apologize. Like I said, I don't know what is or isn't because once you have them, unless you go to the wiki, which I don't have the time for that. Not really. I'm just lazy. I don't know. But y'all have a good one. Till next time. Enjoy.